got good news.
Hey everybody, welcome back to part 3 of house number 1 of season 2. So many different numbers I gotta say. So we're gonna finish up the outside of this house, not including the roof, but we will get started on the roof and finishing that up as well. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna work on this final 2 sides. So first off, before we get started, last part where we ended makes a little bit more sense. We ended up right here with this back door. And what we're going to do is we already have 2 blocks here. So we're going to start on the 3rd. So we're going to count back 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6th block, we're going to have it come all the way over and connect. And then we're going to have it turn. And this is where the 2 sides are going to intersect and connect with each other, which is what we want. So this side right here, we can just make this into a full solid piece of brick. So there's not going to be any windows on this side. But when we turn here, we are going to have some windows. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to have one big window up top. But we want this side right here, this corner piece, to actually be 3 wide on the corner. Actually, just make it 2. And then on this bottom piece, the bottom window here, we want it to be, we want this one to be 3. Or we might be able to add a window right here, like what we did on the front. So if we add a window, would that be right? Oh, we could. So perfect. We could add a window like that in the back. But here's the thing. I'm not sure if I want to add the black wool. Even though we did that on the front, we didn't do it all in the back because the windows besides one are all different sizes. So instead of having brick, we're just going to have it be just stone. Or instead of using the black wool, we're just going to have it be brick is what I meant to say. And I am a little bit rusty not having done tutorials in a long time. Okay, so there's that window. So we actually want to keep that one and then make this one brick. Okay, that's good. But we still want to have our court stairs on the top block with our dark oak wood fence in the middle. Not where I want to put it that. There we go. That looks good. And then what we're actually going to do up here is we want to have a big window up here. Now this one, we're going to have a gap here and there. So if you notice, the window is actually 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks wide, instead of the usual 3, which is what we've been, like that's what it's been. And then your court stairs with your brick on top finishes that off. And voila, finish that off. Hey! So now we got the full side of the back done, again, excluding the roof. So what we need to do now is finish off the side of the house. So what I'm going to do is actually, we're just going to start by making this a full solid piece of brick and make it a solid brick wall. We might add 1 or 2 windows, but you're really not going to see too many windows up here because if you look at a lot of the sides of houses in your neighborhood, a lot of houses don't have windows on the side, mainly because of privacy reasons, because you usually have a house right next to you, which means that if you had a window on the side, you could look into your neighbor's house, which is always a little creepy, and you don't want that creepy neighbor. So we're probably going to add maybe 1 or 2 windows, but at max, that's going to be really it. And alright, so boom, we got the outside of the house done. You can see how much space we have on the inside. It does look really square, but we do have quite a bit of design put into this, really. I mean, if you look, the front has the most design as always. The back's a little bit more plain, but it still looks good. You know, that's what we're going for. Because like we kind of went off earlier, backs of houses are usually pretty plain as well. So how about we add 1 window, like what we did over here. So we're going to make this one 3 blocks away. So just like this, we'll make this one 3 wide. So let's add our courts here in the middle with our dark oak wood fence connecting the top and bottom. And then we'll do the same thing over here. So, and those are going to be the only probably 2 windows we add over on this side of the house. So let's add that with this. And I think that mainly should be it. We might be able to add maybe 1 window. Well, I guess we could just add a couple smaller windows up top here. Like that. So that one is 4 blocks away. So this one would be right here, correct? Because it starts on the inside. So wait, this one would go there. Okay, there we go. So we're only gonna have 2 wide windows here. I'm starting to lose my voice by talking so much. Sorry about that, guys. There's not really much I can do about that, though. So how about we get started on the actual roof of the house? So take out your quartz slab, and basically we're just gonna have it come all the way around the house. So have it come and turn, and just have it keep turning. Just follow the curvature of the house. Now, when you get to this right here, this fireplace is what we discussed it's gonna be. Don't worry about it, okay? You don't have to turn it. Like what I mean by that is you don't have to turn your quartz going around it. Don't do that. But just come to the other side of the fireplace and continue it again. And just have it come over and connect with the other side. And boom, that's all we have to do. So now everything is taking its shape. So how about we get started on the main parts of the roof now? So one of the main ways I do a roof is we're going to figure out the biggest parts of the house, which is basically right here is where everything connects. So we're actually going to stop this stair right here, even with this part over here, okay? And all you're gonna do is just have this piece come all the way over and connect, just like that. And the reason we're doing this, the reason why you do a roof like this, is it gets the bigger pieces out of the way, and then you work the smaller pieces around that instead. So, nice little tip for you guys if you want to know how to make a roof. I mean, that's how I do it. I'm not sure if a lot of people do it like that. So, let's just continue. All you have to do is just kind of follow your outline for the house and what you already have from the front, which is actually why we kind of set that there already. And this roof is going to be pretty tall, but, you know, we're kind of okay with that. As long as it's well proportioned to the size of the house, it shouldn't be a problem. I really am, like, losing my voice. It really is hard to make so many videos in one day, because usually the way I do this is I make one house every day, but one house is usually 4 to 5 parts, which is around 10 to 15 minutes, which doesn't sound like a long time, but it really is hard to talk for that amount of time. So that's a lot of times why you hear me maybe going like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. It's mainly because I'm also trying to focus on what I'm doing, but also make, you know, a tutorial for you guys, which always trying to have something to say can get pretty hard after a while. So we're almost around to the top part of this. So really this roof is actually really easy. It's not like it's a complicated roof, which is a good thing. We don't want it to be complicated, really. So all you have to do is just kind of finish this up. And we might add a couple windows up top. Kind of like what you saw. I'm not going to go over there and show you guys so I don't waste time. But we might add some windows up top here to kind of just add a little bit more detail to the roof. So maybe what we can do is we actually might finish the outside of the house this part, because we're already at 8 minutes. So we're looking really good on time, which is a great thing, which I'm excited to get that much done in one part. And because this actually, I know I'm going to say this a lot in this series because I said it a lot in the last series, but so far this is one of my favorite houses when it comes to a realistic point of view. And I think I like it so much because of the front entrance, how it has that big archway. Because I've always loved houses that have that archway. It's just a cool thing to see. So that could be one of the reasons why I like that so much. Just because I like how it looks. So we're almost complete with this. And well, kind of like we're close, but we're not close at the same time. We're like in one of those weird places. So when you get to this one here, so we're going to stop. Take your slab and just have this one come all the way over and connect right there. And then you continue your house as usual, just again following the pattern that you're given. And so we're so close to being done with this that we're probably going to finish it up here in a couple minutes. But we still have a couple more things of roof that we have to work on in order to get this complete. Because like I said, one of the hardest things when it comes to making a house, and mainly a roof, is the fact that you want your roof to be well proportioned with the rest of your house. Which sometimes isn't easy, because some houses, if you make a roof too tall compared to the actual house, it's like, wait, what was the end goal there? And boom, so we ended up with a roof like this. Now to finish it off, just add a slab here in the middle, and voila. So there is the front of our house, which is complete. So nice and simple design, and as you can tell, everything kind of flows nice and smoothly together. Alright. Now for the back here, what you're going to do is just kind of follow this outline here, like this, and just keep following the outline. Now if you notice, we're not actually connecting it to the actual house and the other sides of the roof yet, but we will once we get to that point. So just kind of stop those here. And then I kind of want to add a archway right here, kind of like what we did on the front, to kind of just add a little bit more design. So what we're going to do, let me take some more swiftness. So we're actually going to stop this one right here. So stop this one there. Looks like would be a good point. So wait. Nope, let's extend it out one more to there. That look better? Yeah, that looks a lot better. It looks even now. Or does it? Yeah, it's even. Okay. We're good. And basically just start stacking these up. Because again, I want to have a little bit more detail on the back side of the house. This is what this is going to give us by doing this. Upside down stair goes there for the future. And just kind of connect these two together. And add a slab with, and then come back down. And then add your upside downs, which is, again, always important. I know I preach that every time I do it, but it really is important. Now, when you get to the slabs here, just get rid of some of the slabs. Just like that, get rid of it. And we just turn these again. Perfect. And we just continue with the house. Now, just kind of getting everything taken care of. Now, let's make this fireplace 1 block wider. That way, when we actually make the house, it actually kind of looks like it has a place for the fire to escape from. So now it actually looks like this is where the fire would come up. So then we can actually work our roof around that now. Which we actually probably just can connect the roof together like this to it. Might be the best bet for us. So let's just stop that one there. And so how are we looking? Looking pretty good. And just kind of trying to finish up the roof because we're so close to being done with this house when it comes to the exterior. Now, I honestly, I was kind of debating about if I wanted to do the interior for this series of houses. Because when I don't, people get really mad, but yet I'm not great at interior. So usually I don't mind skipping interiors to houses, but I figured for you guys, I would just keep it and, you know, just kind of fight through it because like you guys, as you guys know, I don't like doing interior most of the time. It's just not my cup of tea. And we just extend up the roof a little bit more. We're almost done, guys. We're so close to being there when it comes to this roof. Roofs are always just a pain. They just always have been because they're really easy most of the time, but yet they take so much time. So it's like one of those, you can't really win things. And just turn this. Again, I know they're not connected yet. We will fix that, so don't get your paintings in a bunch about that one. And hopefully this doesn't extend up higher than the actual roof itself. I don't think it would, but hopefully it doesn't. I'll probably just turn that one, turn this one. Because I don't think it would. It shouldn't, at least. Yeah, it shouldn't, but I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. And just keep doing this, follow the outline. So this is where things like start to get boring. It's really hard to talk about different things. But I really am like trying my best to make sure I'm actually still giving you guys what you guys need to know for this house, because it is really important that you do see a lot of this stuff, because there have been some videos to where I don't really show, you know, like what I do sometimes. And some people get really upset when I don't like show the entire piece of the roof. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you didn't show that to us. And it's like, I'm sorry. And let's add a couple slabs here. I don't like that. That's going to extend up higher than our actual roof. Because it did give us a little bit more design, but let's just see how much higher it goes. So then if we just put this one here, actually, we actually might be good, because we just need slabs like this. Yeah, so that actually works out just fine. So now all we need to do is extend up the fireplace a little bit more. My swiftness ran out again. So we're already at 15 minutes. This is the longest part so far for this house. So we really do have to end it here in a second. So basically all you need to do to finish off the roof is add a slab here in the first place. But just go in and get rid of all the inside pieces of the roof that don't really matter, and connect all those pieces to these, and you should be golden. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next part. And maybe by next part, make the floor probably oak wood is probably what we'll use. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow.